So I started this channel primarily to promote my small business, cutoffgenes.com. I'm a genetic genealogist and I help adoptees, people with misattributed parentage and donor-conceived people to find family because that right has been denied them. Of course, I get caught up in the conversation about adoption reform because I feel very strongly about it. Adoptees for adoption reform constantly get this question, what will the reforms be specifically? And if you follow any of us, you will just look at some of our content and you will see what that is. But we still get those questions. Please, if you're gonna ask these questions, please look at our content because those questions are usually answered. I'm going to do this one video that lays it out for you though. And I'm going to start with this. Adoption is a legal process of separating a child from its family. All adoption starts with trauma. That is traumatic, to be separated from your birth mother right after birth. Number one, trauma does not always manifest as trauma or as a trauma response. So just because you've had the trauma does not mean you feel the trauma. The vast majority of us do at some point in our lives. One of the things we advocate for is to replace adoption with kinship care or guardianship. Why does a child have to be legally separated from their biological family, lose their heritage, not have access to their health history, and not have equal rights of kept children? Adoption is supposed to be for the benefit of the child, not the adoptive parents. Once it becomes about the wants of the adoptive parents for profit, that is when it becomes a business, which is akin to human trafficking. Nobody should have their basic rights removed for the benefit of others and have to live with that and have to hire people like me. One might argue that being adopted is more expensive. Actually, it is more expensive than being a kept person because you have to jump through so many hoops to even possibly get your original records. And most of the time, that is denied for the benefit of the biological family and their privacy and the adoptive family. Once again, the adoptee is the last person to be heard in this whole situation, and that is why we want to make adoption be child-centered, be about us, about our needs, and about our best interest. The truth is in your genes.